I really can't stay cold outside. I have to go away, baby, it's so cold outside. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Baby, it's cold outside. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good everything. How are we guys doing today? In another day of radiance. Huh. Well, let's be here. Can we? Shall we? Let's be here, let's be present. Let's keep our hopes up, our good energies strong, and um, um, let's see how we can help each other and make everybody's experience in this world better and less hateful, less harmful, less negative. Um, let's find ways to spread love, you know? Read between the lines, baby. So today, this third day of the year, we have this prompt that goes like this. Shall we take a shower first? We shall. All right. Trusting the present pace. Ooh. We wake to the cool, clear light of this earthy sign. Yes, there is something sobering and solo about Capricorn, but there is also a deep and authoritative resolve. We plan and proceed. We feel our inherent strength. We commit and we work hard. We feel our own steady breath and move forward with clarity. We remind ourselves to trust the present pace. We are in for the entire journey. Let's not let obstacles throw us off course. Let's proceed. Let's try to see the biggest picture of this journey and trust ultimate fruition. Fruition. Steady as she goes. Invitation. I invite you to stop in this moment. Place both hands on your heart and quietly say, are you ready? I invite you to stop in this moment. Place both hands in your heart and quietly say, I trust the pace of my life. I trust I am doing enough. I trust the pace of my life. I trust I am doing enough. Feel how you're standing tall. Feel your wise and loving self leading the way into your day. You know, life will be life. Things will happen. Things are not in our control. Will continue to happen. And just show up and present ourselves. Like, there are things we can change. There are things we absolutely cannot change or are totally out of our control. But as this um, squad of angels, squad of lovers, squad of light people, individuals, beings, what we can do in our power is literally to shine light, you know? Literally shine light. I don't know how much I can say, how much I can speak, but I feel like, at least what I feel is I don't have the tools to save the world or, to solve super complicated things or so. But I know that with the right words, with effort in my presence, and control of my emotions and my thoughts and my words, I can I can help people next to me to make a better present time moment. You know? Like maybe you cannot save the world. Maybe you cannot, like you don't have the tools, the suits, the contacts, the resources to go out there and, you know. But what I can say is that at least like I gonna mind, I don't know, helping my friends to stay positive, helping my friends to see the bright side, the good side, or the here and now. You know, oh my god, it's cold outside, but we have to trust the present pace and see the bigger picture. See how things are unfolding now from last year. What differences we find today, I don't know, June last year, half a year before ago. How did our life change, or what new things approach into our field? And let's embrace that, give thanks to it, trust the process again, and not and you know let's here it says, let's not let obstacles throw us off course. Let's proceed. When life gets harder, that's the moment of not quitting. That's the moment of, I don't know. I was just seeing this video before writing this, before after writing my morning pages before filming this video. There was like an ad, I don't know, but it was an interview with Madonna, and I think she was quoting David Bowie, but she was talking about like the creative process, and how like feeling uncomfortable is the best place to create, because you create from a sense of, I don't know, difference, hope, wanting to change things. Like with an intention, it's different than creating when you're fully comfortable, and like everything is so easy, and you're like, oh, what should I create? Like, like the intention of creation, when we don't feel comfortable enough, puts you in that space of, we need to create to resolve this. We need to be creative to move on. What we're gonna create is gonna be incredible, because it's with the intention of getting us out of that uncomfortable place. and she was doing this analogy of like being in the ocean, in the sea, and like you kind of like feel the ground beneath you, but like only on your tiptoes, and you're like on your tiptoes like touching ground, and your nose is just above the water. And she's like, that's the best place to create, because you have a sense of security, like you know that the bottom is there, and you already feel the bottom. You already are experiencing like being in the bottom, but at the same time you have hope of air. You have hope that I can breathe. I can jump out of this. I can continue to go down and jump even higher and stronger, and like go up to surface and like take a big breath, and like and save myself. So obstacles, if they're thrown at us, let's use them as steps. Let's use them as, oh, you thought that was an obstacle, I'm just gonna put it beneath my feet so I can get higher, so I can keep climbing. If you throw me a rock, I'm gonna, instead of like, I'm not gonna dodge it, I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna build my ladder. I'm gonna build my walls, I'm gonna build my my seats, keep throwing obstacles. I'm just gonna keep on taking advantage of them. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of change. I'm not afraid of the unknown. I'm not afraid. And you know what? Because have, I know for a fact that God loves me, and the universe, God, the universe, the one entity, the Lord, whoever we want to call it, the stars, the everything loves me, but really loves me. Like, I feel their protection, and I can see my life always being protected, and always like not being easy, and like being challenging, and being hard, and being like traumatic sometimes. But at the same time, like I know that I have God's love, I have God's protection, I have God's guidance, and I just trust. And when my mind starts getting fuzzy, cloudy, and anxious, I calm down, I stay on my ground, and I just know. It's not that I think, or I know. I don't think, I know. You know that that meme. Um, so yeah, I just know that I have their back, and their support, and their love, and their guidance, and I play life like it's a play. Like we're all characters, and everything is staged, and whatever comes, it's like, I don't know if any of you ever taken like acting classes or improvisation classes. And rule number one is to say, never say no. It's always yes and. So whatever happens, it's like, if you say no, if you like cancel it, if you like, like if you bring that idea down, like the play is over. It gets boring, or it gets like kind of like stuck, like the story doesn't go on, because there's like a no, no, no. But if everything that happens, you're just like, okay, yes, and okay, ooh, and the play keeps going. And so what I'm trying to make the idea of is, life is a play, be open to play, and yes, and if something that you don't like happens, and you say no, and you like no, 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 and you stay on that no, the story is not gonna advance. It's gonna get stuck in there, and it's gonna keep repeating until something happens to let it go. And probably that thing is us letting go and like, okay, accepting it, transforming it, and letting it go, and free that energy. Mm-mm-mm. Baby, it's cold outside. I really can't stay. My loves, breathe deeply. Trust your heart. You're doing enough. You're moving with love. Everything is gonna be fine as long as you stay positive, mindful, present. Work on the things that you can change. Change the things that you have control on. And the things that we don't have control, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Let it happen. Let it unfold. Let it show you what that thing wants to keep moving towards, and give their space. We don't have to control everything. Um, Things are gonna happen in your circle, in your field, and it's in your responsibility to notice, mind those things, understand it, and make the decision of what position you want to take. Do you want to let that thing happen? Let that person go? Let that idea, that concept happen and move forward? Or do you want to like teach that person? Do you want to like teach them a lesson? Do you want to put all your energies on changing a situation and that it's, I don't know. You guys, we are here another day of radiance. It's another day of. It's another day. It's Saturday. It's January the 3rd. We're under Capricorn energy. We are moving. And Capricorn, it's usually very disciplined, very structured sign. Loves the baby steps and the steady steps, but also Capricorn is a sign that it's afraid. That it's afraid of 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 like missing a step and falling down the mountain. And sometimes these goats, Capricorn goats, they just stay there, and they don't move anywhere because they're afraid of failing, they're afraid of falling, they're afraid of losing everything that they work for, you know, by failing. And so that's the challenge, you know, losing the scarcity and the the feeling that we're gonna lose if we try. There's no such thing. Try what? Like you can invest and lose money, or you can, I don't know, try something that you always wanted to do, and then you realize that it was not your thing, or maybe you realize that it was all that it was meant to be, and and it was the best decision of your life. And maybe if it wasn't, if you try something that you wanted to try for so many years and then you try it, and you don't like it, or it's not what you thought that it was gonna be, or you don't feel like how you were looking forward to feel like, at least you tried. And at least you can go to bed saying like, okay, I tried this thing, this dream that I had for so many years. It's for me, it's not for me. and question yourself, like, okay, what's the next step? Where should I go next? And that's growth. And that void and that emptiness has so much space for so many things. So I truly hope that our dreams come true. As long as our dreams, of course, involve love and light and don't involve no one's coming down, you know? What's the prompt of today? Trusting the present pace. Um, what is that? Bye. See you tomorrow.